Let's welcome everyone back for another wonderful session of Princess of the Apocalypse. Oh shit. Hydrate and stretch.
Back.
And posture check.
Oh god dang it. How am I supposed to check my posture? She doesn't even know what I look like right now. God damn it!
Fail.
Damn it! Just the fun of everything. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna spend points on level 2 of the vibrating thing you have.
Brrr.
You
Pretty
got
for
a
what?
vibrator now? Oh, why is he smiling so much?
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
That's when the Mayo voice comes out.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang. Ooh. Which button is it? It's that button. Well, welcome back, everybody. Who wants to give us a lovely recap of what happened last week?
We all got gifts.
Merry Christmas.
Eric can do
I
it.
get-
He's always good at it.
Yeah, this is the one time my recap is bad.
Oh no!
So we were headed to Black Maw Bog. However, we decided to kind of circle back and head to Red Larch to pick up a drum and wub, and just kind of check on some things. When we got there, Kilesi had told us to, like stay around for the festivities, and we ended up spending about a week in Red Larch. Um, and then last session, we spent most of the night in my room with a whole lot of awful gifts, like a bag full of mystery from Boris, and pieces of what might have once been a reindeer. And then we all got some really nice gifts. And we played What's Up with That?
There's also a bag.
Oh, no,
Are we going to talk about the bag of beaten children, orphan?
no.
I think
I
we'll
was
just
gonna
let
leave
that
that
go.
out.
That a drum, that a drum killed and then brought back to life.
Yeah,
I said we're just gonna let that go.
I made a spell called Mind Wipe to kind of get rid of that. But then I also forgot how to use Mind Wipe, so it's just kind of.
So we don't remember any of our answers or questions.
Oh, you might. I just.
Oh, you
I'm
mind
pretty
wipe
sure
yourself.
half of us were drunk.
Zuya wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
No. We had a pretty nice winter solstice Christmas. Although I can't quite remember how we ended.
The orphans.
Yeah.
That's how it ended, basically.
No, I really
We had the
am-
questions, and then
I was just
we
bringing some
decided that
kids
we were
for-
gonna leave. We were gonna go to because of the dream that or the thing that Hira had, and then the vision that Adram had from that,
Simon.
and we were gonna head to
The journal from Simon. Someone just mentioned that.
It was
yeah.
me.
Not like I
Yep.
forgot. It's just not immediately important at the moment.
Should be.
What's not
We can
important?
focus on the one lead that we do have, which is Black Maw Bog, or we could focus on a mysterious journal left by my missing brother,
What if
who
they're
we have
connected?
no idea where
But
they're
for
at.
a recap, though,
Oh, yeah, for a recap.
For a recap. Of course, I'd like to state that the children were meant as a gift for Wub, and the whole thing got blown out of proportion.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a
You
deal,
think
guys.
you think our response was inappropriate?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of like. It wasn't that big. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just some kids. All right, guys. I brought him to Wub. He's got an orphanage.
Well, it
was
got a good
perfect.
laugh out of me, so I'm not complaining.
We've killed so many cultists, and I
Those orphans
rescued.
are not cultists.
They were future cultists, which meant we were gonna kill them eventually.
You don't know that.
I
Oh.
could be a future cultist, Boris. You gotta kill me.
I don't like
Careful.
this way this discussion is going.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
No, he's just scared to tell you that yes, he'll kill you right here and now.
I see. Well, I might have tattoos, but I'm no cultist.
Yet.
Nimbus in the background, just like choking on anything he's drinking. He's like,
Why? Because Nimbus is a cultist?
panic.
Is, was,
Yeah,
wants to
Boris, what are you
be,
gonna do? Kill Nimbus?
all of the above.
Well, hold on here. You might be on
I
something.
think
now.
I think our first meeting was me almost killing Nimbus.
I'd rather keep my life. Thank you.
Well, according to Boris, cultists forfeit their right to life like as soon as they're born.
Now look here. I didn't choose to be a cultist. It's just what I fell into because of where I came from.
Exactly, those orphans aren't choosing to be cultists.
Which is why I rescued them.
And then beat them.
They were trying to ruin the surprise.
Boris, we don't beat children!
Where I'm from, we do.
That explains a lot.
Are we really RPing right now, or is this just
Yeah.
Yes.
And the RP never stops. Ever. Except for just now. And now. And still.
till the end of the sentence?
And that one. And that one. And that one. Well. Oh, God. I just kind of want to wait until all the mayo wears out. Is that okay?
No.
No!
I think the rule should be
You
if
have to
you are
speak like that. You can't wait for the timer to spend.
no, I think the rule should be your normal talking should be Mayo, but if you ever have to do a voice for a character, you can do whatever voice you need to do. Because it's very confusing when everything is
please.
Mayo.
Quick, please go into character. Or something.
Okay. Well,
Not Mayo.
I have to. My chat mate or Kristen made me for another 4 minutes. But anyway,
A drum looks over and sees a tall, dark, and broody looking guy in the bar. And he calls over and says, "Hello, my name's a drum. What's your name?"
Mayolise.
Oh, God. All right, I gotta go.
Oh, God dang it. Well, so that brings us to once again the morning time. Yeah, it's about midday after all the gifts were given and all that kind of good stuff, and there's a dancing Cyndaquil.
I like how you're trying to transition out of the voice.
It's so difficult. But yeah, well,
Why
so
are you shaking his butt?
because his butt is flaming.
Yeah, because he's got like the hair.
I know, it's just
I'm
watching
fluffing
you
it
shake his
out.
butt. See, I'm trying to save you, Kyle. You're just shaking his butt. It's kind of distracting.
My bad. Am I distracting everybody?
Yes.
Jenny, put Cyndaquil away.
Mayo has a very short attention span.
Sorry,
But-
one more
Is the-
beauty.
Is the dancing Cyndaquil killing the Mayo timer? Because if so, please keep dancing.
It's basically killing it. Yes. Now that's done.
All
now I
right,
have.
yes.
Now I have 6 more. I have 6 more minutes of this. So just so you got, if you guys want to discuss what's going on next and your plans for the remainder of the day, you guys basically, after receiving gifts for the or from the town, you have the entire town up in festival mode. What would we like to do? It's about midday.
Orin's not feeling particularly festive after getting that journal.
Hira's been eager to go since last night.
I'm going to walk around and see if there's a good spot to plant that good berry seed. Or yeah, good. We changed it. It's good berry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a good place to plant the good berry seed to see if I feel like this would be a good place to plant it or not.
So, give me a investigation, please, sir.
Okie dokie.
You walk around for a few minutes, and there is a nice spot. Good berries kind of need moderate sunlight, not overly lit areas. So you find a good spot underneath the tree outside of your room.
Okay.
And digging a small hole. Digging a small hole, you plant the bush, and closing your eyes and focusing in on it. Once you open your eyes again, there's a full-grown bush. But make sure you look at the description of it, because it will take 4 hours for another seed to be produced. So you could take with you. You could take the berries with you at any point after it's planted, but to get another seed to take with you, it'll be another 4 hours.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'd start looking for my hippogriff, probably along with Hira, since we're itching to go.
I'd be with you too.
And a drum.
You guys,
I might bring
for the first time-
bring Freya some Christmas snack or something though.
For the first time, you will see Boris without his helmet on. He's wearing an executioner's helm, or executioner's cowl, and he's
Oh my god.
he's playing on the ground with Murderface. He's rubbing his belly, and they're rolling around together.
Making snow bodies, as Boris likes to call them. Not snow angels, just snow bodies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking. Murderface isn't my not my favorite.
Tweet, tweet.
Hira might give him a pat as she passes, if she can get a hand in.
Bird warning.
Yes, the
Yes, monkey
Give him
is
attention!
talking.
Free him!
I can't free him. He's grounded. He tried to bite me earlier.
It's because you're not paying enough attention to him.
Give that burb some
Are
love.
you neglecting your son?
I would never. If he bites me again, I'm putting the blanket on top of him though.
Before we go anywhere, I am going to give a rousing speech
okay.
Ooh,
and give everybody plus 15 temporary hit points.
Neat.
Neat.
Well, thank you, Hira. I think we all needed to hear that.
All right. So, granting your temporary hit points, you make your way to the hippogriffs. You do pass Zuya on the way, noticing him planting his seeds or his seed and grabbing a whole bunch of berries off of the bush. Nimbus, what are you doing at this point?
You know us druids.
He'd probably be getting his things together. Oh, I'm sorry. And probably hiding away whatever book he decided to get for his older brother.
Okay.
Like, not that it matters, but
Well, you do know that this room, Calesia, has kept it, from your own experience, has kept it locked and secure for you. So anything you want to keep but not carry on your person, this is as safe a place as any.
oh, it's perfect then. Yeah, he'll find like a little cranny to stick it in.
So under the pillow it goes.
Exactly.
While we're waiting for everybody, here it might practice on like a post or something with an Albert and her new gadgets.
There is a World of Warcraft training dummy by the hippogriffs.
Fantastic.
Give me some test attack rolls.
Wow, that background is actually working perfect for you. How'd you get it to do that?
He has a well lit background.
Yeah.
And a flat wall.
Yeah.
Or a white wall. Nice. Nice. The only time that this background will not work very well is when I switch to my other...
Disappeared.
Yeah, my other camera.
One thing with the earrings, because it's set for heavy armor, it's giving me disadvantage for some of my rolls. I don't know how it's somehow set for armor, splint armor.
Can I have either Boris or Murderface charge me so I could test out the advantage from my new boots?
Go for it.
What do I have to roll for advantage against that?
It's going to be a strength saving throw at advantage. All right, so Zuya, what you do, whenever you click on the number icon for your skill, it should give you a little pop-up that says disadvantage when not proficient with the armor worn, and you select roll mode. Just do normal. Okay?
Okay.
Ooh. Nice save. So as Murderface charges, somewhat playfully, you do stop him dead in his path.
Does he get excited or angry?
He's confused. He's usually the one like knocking people over, and he's like, he kind of gives you the, a look.
That's terrifying.
And then
Like face.
And then he kind of rolls over on his belly or on his back and shows you his belly.
I'll give him scritchums.
Perfect. He's purring like a kitten again.
Torn's giving a side eye. I can see it in my mind's eye.
You know it.
But about 30 minutes after breakfast and getting everyone assembled and getting all your things together, you're able to set off. And where are we headed?
Seems like Black Maw Bog.
Okay.
Bog.
All right, so let's switch over the map screen real quick. Hachubi. And boop. Let's bring you over to the Desarian Valley. And let's see. Let's go here.
Wait, are we going to the forest or the bog?
The bog first.
Okay. Is that the lead from Torrn's brother?
Matrier.
Mitrir. Okay. I thought Mitrir sent us towards the forest.
Nope. He marked the bog on our map.
It's very clear that here doesn't really pay attention. She just follows and murders things.
Murder kind of sounds evil. You mean
Delivers justice.
better. Vindicates.
Okay.
She's basically an executioner in training, as far as I'm concerned.
No, she is not.
Sounds like it, to be honest. For Tyr, anyways.
She
Yeah, for
delivers
Tyr.
justice in the name of Tyr. She doesn't
I
kill
don't-
anybody who doesn't deserve it.
Except for that one time.
Except for that
Oh,
one time
no.
that was
And that
a
other
complete
time.
accident.
No.
But like, does justice always have to mean death?
No, not necessarily, but most of the time, yes.
Well, she was also told by her whatever, who I think was just having a moment, that she has to kill all the cultists to save Tyr.
Well, the dragon told her that the cult
Oh, the dragon. Sorry.
basically eliminate the cultists, and you'll be able to find Tyr, maybe. And by eliminate, here took that quite literally.
I would just say thanks, Captain Obvious. We've been killing them. Tell me something I don't know, dragon. Dragon dude's nuts.
You were clearly not there.
I wasn't.
All right.
I'd love to hear you say that to a dragon, and then flee.
In another campaign, I successfully, through my charisma, talked a green dragon into giving us a weapon. And then
In
this,
another
and then this
campaign, you also
stupid
successfully
little gnome druid's like, but I'm bored. I want to fight him.
in
so he
another
started
campaign you
trash
also
talking.
successfully sold a whole town and one of your fellow PCs into slavery.
It was just. It just made sense.
The dragon we met down in the hole, the previous session. I have read some reviews online of people's encounters, and they generally don't end well. So
Oh yeah, dragons they could easily kill you.
So,
No question.
oh shit! Like people tried to fight her.
yeah,
Oh, I see Joe.
or-
It's an
I
early
think we're a
Christmas
bunch of
present.
cowards.
Hey, good looking. Look at that man beard. Man. Yeah. So, do me a favor, wipe your face real quick. I just want a clean seat. There's a lot of impressive beards in this chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Most impressive is Joe's though.
I miss my beard.
Yours was the most impressive, and then you forfeited that.
You
Mhm.
can't really grow facial hair.
But
I'm
he
not
kind
really
of
a
got
man.
a girlfriend out of it, so you know you can't.
Oh, is that why
Yeah,
you
it's the-
saved it?
She doesn't like him.
She didn't like the way it tickled on her inside of her thighs. I'm done now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
No,
My
for
innocent
the time
ears
being.
can't take this anymore.
We'll see in 2 minutes.
All right. So, from if anybody wants to give me knowledge or survival checks to gauge how long this flight's gonna be.
Of course, Wubba's not here.
You know,
Yep.
I
Really
would
use.
not.
Oh Jesus, my 6.
Okay,
I
a
rolled a
drama
fucking nat
has
one.
lived in the woods
Good
his entire
God.
life.
I've traveled. Listen, before I met you here, I was traveling for a bit by myself. I had to make it by.
Because
I
no one
think-
wanted to travel with him. It was by choice.
Well, I was told to
He didn't
find.
want to He didn't want to burden anybody with his inner demons.
I really wish. Can we play the question game?
We could. We're
He
traveling.
just wants to let it out. That's why he wants to play the
Wait,
game.
Listen,
can we play a couple rounds? since
Listen,
we're
let's put it
traveling?
this way. Let's put it this way. We know Boris has got some questionable pasts, right? I am almost positive that I
questionable
have
present.
I have a higher kill count than Boris.
Wait, so since we're traveling, can we play a couple rounds of the question game? Or do you have like plans and we need to get through stuff?
It's up to you guys. You know, really.
As we're flying, we can ask some questions.
Hey,
Joe.
roll your dice. I don't see it anymore.
How are we gonna do that?
So, anyway, with your survival check, Adram, you do know that there is a town on the way to the Black Maw Bog. And it is flying. It's about half a day's worth of travel, so you guys will be getting there around the time the sun sets, and the bog is only a few more miles north of there. So if you travel through the straight through, then you should be getting there around a little after or some few hours after the sun is already set. So I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to continue or stop in town.
Wait, town? What town?
The
Back in,
town that's on the way to Blackmount Bog.
Get the name of the town though.
Hero would like to keep going.
M5?
Mm-mm.
Different town?
No, Empire is all the way down south of us.
Yeah, the bog is north,
Yes.
and the town is called Westbridge.
And the sun's going down now, you say?
By the time you guys reach Westbridge, yeah, the sun is it's dusk. So like I said, you guys can keep going or you can wait.
Looks like it's far enough that it'll be pretty dark by the time we get to Blackmount Bog.
Correct.
We should probably... I'd like to see where we're going. I'd rather not be doing this in the dark. I know some of us have dark vision, but I'd rather not be doing this in the dark. This would give us a chance to play What's Up With That.
That is also true.
Alright. We can stop here.
Okay. So, the town of Westbridge is one of the larger towns in the Dasarian Valley, rivaling that of Red Larch. And it's, once again, in the midst of its winter solstice celebration. There's only one town that is larger than both Red Larch and Westbridge, and that's further to the north, Tribor. They're landing kind of on the outside of the town. You quickly notice that it's well lit through the area. There's heavy snow throughout the ground, and there's no fortifications outside on this town. Like you see the edge of town, and you see straight houses. Unlike, unlike Red Larch, where it kind of has like some minor wooden walls that kind of separate the town from the plains. This is just straight large village, and getting through, beginning to walk through, you see a mixing pot of all the different or various different races throughout the Dasarian Valley. There's several dwarves in the area. There's several elves, mainly humans, and halflings, and even some brightly haired colored gnomes, running throughout town. The gnomes are shooting off fire rockets or firecrackers, and dwarves are usually about 6 tankards deep in their ale, walking through town celebrating. And everyone just has a very jovial spirit and doesn't really pay attention to the newcomers into town. This being the first time you guys have been through here. If you want, you can give me some investigation checks or just perception if you would like to look through town, see what's here. Probably an inn or something like that. Okay.
Rhythm of passage. Oh well.
So, Boris, Hira, and Zuya just kind of looking through the area, and Nimbus, are you rolling perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Investigation, okay. So, those of you that rolled perception, just kind of looking through the towns, looking through the different cross streets off the main road that you're walking, you see various different shops and stalls for all types of different businesses. And you do towards the western wall, or going towards the east, a large road that separates off from the main road, labeled as the Stone Trail. At the very end of it, you see a large kind of sign, well illuminated, and with Torin and Nimbus kind of asking around some of the locals that aren't completely smashed. Although Nimbus probably would ask some of the ones that are smashed.
You right.
They point you towards the Tipping Tankard, a inn / bar that is on the very end of the Stone Trail, leaving this, or getting to the point where you leave the city. The Nimbus, the man that you ask about this area, has endless stories about how he's been there, and you actually have to kind of like excuse yourself from him, talking your ear off about it. And would you guys like to make your way there?
Absolutely.
Okay. So making your way down the street, you do notice that some of the smaller children that are running throughout the streets kind of do take notice to the large party walking through the street together, and along with some kind of, or some minor whispers, you do hear that they have, or that stories of y'all or all of your adventures have kind of made your way even to this town that you've never set foot in before. With the snow crunching under your feet and the moonlight way above you, it takes about 15 minutes to walk towards the end of the stone trail, and you are greeted by a 3-story building with a large sign advertising the Tipping Tankard, and a saloon style door entryway. And you, as you're standing outside with the light kind of pouring out into the street, you feel the warmth of a large fire inside of the area, the inn, and you hear the hustle and bustle, the noise. It's a packed room at this point. And walking in to the immediate left, you see a small little store or a I forget what the podium with a halfling up on a few produce boxes, kind of looking out over, and he as you enter, he's like, hello, hey, yes, would you like to, or are you here to drink, or are you here to stay?
Just for
Hey.
one night, please.
Okay. So he, not even bothering with formalities, he's gonna jump down and run off to the back of the room and disappear behind a large bar that takes up basically the entire back wall of the room, and he's gonna come back with 7 sets of keys, just assuming Wub is with you. And he's gonna say, tonight we're kind of booked, nearly full, but we do have some rooms left, but they may be a little bit more expensive than normal. Is that
What's
okay?
your normal rate?
1 gold per night,
And what's the extra?
an extra 3 on top.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Works for me.
He's gonna he's gonna open up a large ledger and look up at each of you. Names, please. Are you staying at each separately or together?
Take a look around.
How many beds are per room?
We have 2 that have 2. The rest of them are 1.
We'll take both of those. Me and Adram will stay in one.
Boris, you and me.
I'm gonna look over at the guy. All
Fair
brooding
enough.
like.
Come on.
He's gonna kind of make eye contact with the brooding and you sure you don't want to drink?
Of
"Oh,
course,
it's
we want
fine."
to drink.
Well, the bar's back there. Have them. Feel free to go grab them. But anyway,
What are you trying to accomplish, Adram?
That's just his natural disposition.
Okay.
I'm not trying to actively intimidate him. I'm just intimidating.
I was wondering, like, are you trying to get him to lower the price or give you
No,
free
well, like
drinks,
if the
or
guy
what?
reduced the price, the guy reduced the price. But
You can mark me and the big guy down for Torin.
Yes. Torrin.
Me and the brooding one are for the other 2-bedroom.
Name, please.
Kira.
Okay. That'll be 8 gold for the 2 of your room.
I'll slide him 4 gold pieces.
I'll slide him another 4.
And he'll swiftly put them in his pocket and look back at the remaining 3 Nimbus, Zuya, and Wub, and and for the 3 of you,
Wub could probably room with Nimbus or something and sleep under the bed. I'm not sure he'd mind.
I feel like I might be missing some gold from being away. Do I not get it? Or is that included?
It should be included.
Did you add it to
I
my
don't think
sheet?
we got anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll fix it.
And Nimbus?
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
No, go ahead, Nimbus. I'm sorry.
okay. Can Nimbus see if this guy is being like truthful?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll an insight check if you'd like.
Truthful about what?
About him not having enough rooms. I don't know. For Nimbus, it just seems really weird.
It's the
Like,
holidays.
but like
mean, it is
only
the
having
holidays,
the
but-
perfect amount of rooms for that, like, I don't know, man. And that they cost extra. I don't know, man. Some
Yeah,
don't seem right.
I'm not buying it, but I didn't really want to roll on it.
I mean, I'm not poor. I really don't
I'm
care
with you
if
there.
I really don't care if he's overcharging us or not. But if he
Well, Nimbus, he's a stingy hoe. He needs that money for other things, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an insight check and see what you can find out.
Oh wait, did I roll that? Did I roll? Where is
Boris rolled.
Boris rolled. Got a
Where's
19.
mine?
Be my
Do I have to
intimidation
redo it? I mean, I
is
think I have to
helping.
redo it.
He's looking nervous. You can gleam into him now.
Boris is about to take him by the neck and shove him against the wall.
Oh.
Nimbus does not know.
Nimbus is interested in the bar that he mentioned.
It's like, oh yeah, bye.
He's looking to see if he's telling the truth about the bar, not the price.
Well, for both of you, he seems very genuine, just, eccentric.
Oh, okay. I thought he was skimming a little off the top for himself. I didn't trust him.
I mean, for all you know, this is his place.
Oh, maybe it is.
Perhaps.
I was gonna skim a little off the top, if you know what I'm talking about.
Bruh. Isn't he already a halfling?
He doesn't need to be a thirdling.
Then could Nimbus try to swindle the price down a little bit? Because he's oh so charismatic.
Go, Nimbus, go!
You
Go.
can try a diplomacy or a intimidation check, whichever one, and just let me know which one. And
You mean persuasion?
persuasion, yeah. I'm used to Pathfinder.
Hey,
Sorry.
Nimbus, guess who has a +9 to persuasion who isn't using it?
Not Nimbus.
Do me and Hira see what's happening? Can I intimidate again on purpose this time or persuade?
Let Nimbus
To not piss me off.
let Nimbus go, and we'll see how.
Come on, Nimbus, you got this. Oh!
30, 20.
Hey, all right. So let's see.
Are you swindling us for yourself or for all of us?
So that was persuasion, right?
Yeah, that was persuasion.
Well, he kind of glances about and just like, or glances over the lot of you and it's like, yeah, it's the winter solstice. Fine. Pay me 4 gold and you can have the rooms.
We already paid you 8.
You can have the rooms.
4 extra. Or
We really
Wait.
appreciate it.
We paid him 8 gold.
Remember
For
what
like
I said about
That covers
3 to
all the
4
rooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nimbus like
Oh,
puts a
no.
hand over his heart and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind."
I technically reduced 4 gold from my sheet.
Here,
too.
shares the look with Torn and says, "You're welcome, guys."
Yeah, it was. You don't have to reduce 4 gold from yours, Adram. It's Hira and Torin already took care of it.
Okay.
But yeah. So he's gonna hand over Nimbus and Wub, Torin, and Boris, Hira and Adram, and then last one
And
for Zuya.
Zuya will just. He doesn't need a room.
So you gonna sleep in the woods again?
I'll sleep outside in a tree.
He only has to sleep for like 4 hours and he's good.
Yeah.
So, well, either way, he will still hand you a key.
Okay.
And he's gonna gesture outside and say, "There's stairs out back that leads to or out to the side. If you go out to your left and up the stairs, it'll take you to the hallway. And each key has a room number." And then he's
You,
Thank you, good sir.
yeah. You're welcome.
I don't want to assume this is. Are you tipping and this is your tankard, or what?
What?
Who?
Who's tipping? Why do
Who?
they have a
Who?
tanker?
Oh,
The bar.
well, we drink a lot here.
Clearly, I just wanted to see if there was a name attached.
Yeah, this is the name of the bar.
So
Adram
there's
is
no
not gonna.
tipping.
Adram is not gonna let this awkwardness happen any longer, and he's gonna stick his hand out. He'll be like, "My name is Adram. Thank you for your service.
He's gonna
If you
shake
need
his.
anything,
He's gonna.
you let me know."
He'll reach out and shake your hand, kind of like standing up on his tippy toes and kind of look over the lot of you and is like, "You've got some interesting friends." Anyway, the name's Smith.
Is that your last name or?
Yes.
Okay. You
Ah,
just get
in
called by
that
Smith?
case, in
Yeah.
that case, you can call me the butcher, or if you would like, the executioner.
He's gonna look over at you, look you up and down. It's like, I'd rather not call you for anything.
Alright,
Them
guys,
up?
let's
That's
go.
fine.
I think it's time we hit the sack.
It's for the keys, Smith. We'll return them in the morning.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how adorable is Smith?
He is quite adorable, and at the moment he is sweating bullets because
Right.
not only is it quite warm in here, and he's covered up basically from head to toe in winter clothing because he's standing right next to the door. He's also like not used to this much
Giant
inner
people.
reaction from these large people. Everyone just like
Here's gonna herd everybody out the door, and she's gonna be the last one out, and she's gonna slide him an extra piece of gold and be like, "I'm sorry,
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry."
Wait, Nimbus was gonna be sly. Wait, she's cocking him. Wait a minute.
what are you trying to do, Nimbus?
I love when heroes are
It
really
was
nice.
back. It was back towards when everyone was introducing their names. He was kind of gonna like slide up next to him. He's like, "I'm not one for names, but you could call me yours for the night if you want."
He's gonna turn beet red and then slide you another key.
Oh!
Fuck yeah! He's gonna do a little wink, and he'll saunter off.
Nimbus is gonna get some gnome pussy tonight.
Some nutsy, if you will.
Right in the booty.
Well, I didn't know Nimbus had a thing for halflings.
I mean, this is the second time that like.
Nimbus doesn't think for
Huge
anything
halfling.
small.
I thought it would have been like obvious by now.
I mean, Nimbus is kind of obsessed with Wub.
What's so
I'm
bad?
not quite surprised.
I always thought he just thought Wub was a nice stuffed animal.
Oh no, definitely. He definitely thinks of Wub as like a toy or something, but like back towards one of the
What
beginning
kind of
sessions.
toy, Nimbus?
No, wait, like a stuffed animal or something. Get your heads out the gutter.
Hey,
trying to
there's,
get some
people
mysteries.
have things for stuffed animals, so, you can't just
Absolutely not.
leave it there. I'm just saying.
Absolutely not. Nimmus's obsession with Wub is purely innocent and childlike. You get your minds out the gutter.
Well, Torin's getting kind of cold since Hero mommed us out of the inn. Or the
Well, you're
tavern.
supposed to go up to your rooms, idiot.
You're just momming me around, aren't you?
Your mom just thought you were supposed to mom us up the stairs too. Jeez.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, after she slides a piece of gold to him and rushes over there, she's gonna mom everybody up the stairs.
Come on, get your dinner.
She's just herding everybody in the right direction.
Zoe's just gonna stand there and laugh.
Well, what an entrance. What an entrance. But yes,
We do know how to make a good entrance.
Wait, where's the mom of the group? Who's the dad of the group?
probably Torin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm your deadbeat dad.
I went to get milk and I
was gonna say,
didn't come
don't think
back.
He's a very good dad.
But so quickly being hurried up the stairs after that very interesting interaction with Smith, Hira, Torin, Boris, Adram, and Wub all make your way up to the up to your allotted rooms. Zuya, you do find a
Comfy tree.
it was a comfy tree in the summer. With it being winter, there's not much foliage around. However, you are able to change forms essentially, and brave the wind or brave the cold pretty easily, and Nimbus, you quickly just kind of watch them go up and disappear into their rooms and then quickly come back down and coming back in, Smith kind of sees you and then just motions for you to go sit at the bar, and he kind of disappears back behind the bar, and the bartender, who's a tall elf, you see him kind of dip down underneath the bar and seemingly listening to a conversation, and then kind of when he stands back up, he just hands you a tankard. And about 45 minutes goes by with you sitting at the bar drinking, and then Smith quickly comes up and sits next to you. And if you would like to roleplay this, we can, or we can
Roll play it.
Sure, let's roleplay.
It has been demanded.
Oh god.
Demanded.
We shall be satisfied.
Well,
Do I need to drink for this?
I need a drink for this. So after he sits down at the bar, well, my shift's ended finally. Ugh, been a long day. And he kind of gestures over to the elf, and the elf puts down another tankard in front of him, and it's like, so, this is the first time I've ever seen you in Westbridge.
Yeah, me and my friends back there, we like to travel a lot. We get into business that isn't ours most of the time, but it's fun at times when we aren't almost killed.
He kind of looks at you like, what kind of business do you get into? Never mind, I don't want to know. So, he's gonna kind of glance over you in your elegant attire. And just, what brings you to Westbridge, though? I'm sure it's not to meet me.
No, but you're definitely a plus side to things.
Again, he's going to turn bright red. Well, I can definitely say the same. I was not expecting such a handsome person to be walking through our doors this evening.
I did not expect to be greeted by such an adorable person either. Yet here we are.
Again, taken aback, just you'll have to forgive me. I'm not used to most of the time everybody just looks right over me.
Oh, it's a shame when people miss when they don't look down every now and then.
Well, I do prefer to look up every once in a while. Gonna kind of give you a little side eye. And
I'm glad you did.
so after about, we'll go at your pace. Would you say you would continue this small talk for about 15 minutes or longer? Or are you
Maybe
actually
like 20 minutes.
all right? Anything are you trying to get any kind of information out of him or just
Absolutely not.
DNA.
He's just sweet talking.
Trying to
so
get some DNA information.
very quick, like very enthralled with this person that he has just met. Smith is going to actually offer you to dance with the music for a little while. And
yeah, he will.
after some time dancing, he will mention he's tired and would like to turn in for the night. Do you follow?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Well, I'll let you decide if you add another notch to your belt.
Oh my.
But
Yeah.
Ooh, woo.
making he does escort you to the back of the bar behind, and there's another allotments of rooms back there. These are a little bit nicer than the ones that are upstairs, mainly for employees or people that stay longer than just a night. But everyone except for Nimbus gets a nice long 8-hour rest. And the morning comes the morning came. Very eventfully for Nimbus, and you guys are able to awake to a very quiet inn below. Snow easily or steadily falling over the ground outside, and there's a slight sheen of ice on the glass of your windows. Each room is well lit and well warmed through the fireplaces in each room. And good morning, everyone. What would we like to do?
Onward to the bag.
Get ready, head down, maybe grab something to eat.
Yeah, a Tron would be up early and be in the downstairs.
So, Adram, you would be the first to, or you'd be the first down. And
I think Zuya would already beat him downstairs.
Hero would be downstairs pretty quickly too.
so we'll say Zuya is the first, then Adram, and quickly after Hira. And by the time Adram actually makes his way in to start eating, you see Smith and Nimbus walk out from the back room. Both are, beaming. And the rest of the party quickly meets up back together, and another side of Smith, rather than just a doorkeep. He's the one that actually makes breakfast for the entire inn that morning.
Oh yeah.
So
I lost
Wow.
my appetite.
Classy date. When he makes you breakfast the morning after. How cute.
Damn you, right?
yeah, Nimbus's plate is a little bit more full than everybody else's.
Yeah, we all got eggs. And he got 2 eggs over easy and a heart. Or 2 eggs over easy with a sausage in between them.
Nimbus's
God.
plate is just covered in sausage.
Whoa, not the sausage.
But so after a hearty breakfast, and you guys have some time to yourself while you're eating. What would we like to do?
Let's play What's Up With That.
It was gonna happen eventually. Let's crack out them dice.
All right. As you guys kind of pull out your dice, and Smith is kind of cleaning up everything, he's gonna. What is this you're playing? Are
It's a little
you
get to know you
gambling?
game.
What?
Just watch.
And he's gonna kind of sit across the bar from Nimbus and kind of put his head in his hands and just watch. Roll for it. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing a
Quick,
Drum and
Zuya.
Zuya.
First can't remember if I.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Getting up on-
another question for Zuya.
Always.
So yeah, it looks.
See, I'll dodge the bullet for you since you've taken so many. I had the second
It's
highest.
it's
My-
it's
That's
okay.
not how
Uh,
this
No,
works.
it's,
You sure-
it's not
you
how
sure?
it works.
All right.
Ready to draw?
Hmm.
I'd forgotten how the numbers worked.
The lowest,
No,
the lowest asked the highest.
Yep.
That's what I. Yep.
So, Zuya, you don't really sleep in any beds ever. What's up with that?
Beds are boring. I like sleeping in the trees. Always have. Always will. I don't need normal 8 hours of sleep. I'd rather be outside. Just how it's always been.
Predictable.
Hmm.
Druids, am I right?
Druids.
Oh, come on.
A drum, are you cheating?
No.
I'm not gonna roll because it's gonna be me and John asking me again.
Gotta roll.
Good bonding.
You can.
I'm gonna use one of
See?
my. I'm gonna use one of my lucky. I'm gonna use one of my lucky things for the day and re-roll that with T20.
Are you really
See?
using a
Oh,
roll?
come on.
Oh shit!
Zuya.
So it looks
He
like.
just wants someone to ask him a question. That's all.
Worse asks a drum.
Mhm.
Oh,
Make it a good one.
It's the only chance you get.
Yeah. I had to burn.
John.
I had to burn an actual spell thing.
Drum.
Talk to me.
How do you possibly think you have a higher kill count than me? What's up with that?
What?
Okay. The drum's gonna look straight down, and then kind of side eye Hira.
Hira's face is literally like,
So, we're all friends here, right?
Of course.
We've been through a lot together. And I know you guys always kind of make fun of me for being in the back brooding or seeming like I'm overly scared of bad things happening. And some of you were in the
True.
bathing area and saw some scars on my back. And the whole thing with Torn's brother and the vision that I saw of Hira's vision, I've been pretty much haunted my whole life. And basically, I was unknowingly a plaything of a evil deity when as a kid, and unknowingly, um, I never knew where I kind of came from. I was just found somewhere and brought to a village, and that's where they raised me. So unknowingly, I was being communicated with to Alganath, who some of you may know is the god of chaos. At the time, I just thought it was a good thing that I was, being trained up and powerful and whatnot. But one day, I read a text from this book that appeared in my room one night, and he's gonna kind of look down and gulp a little. Um,
Oh, this is where
I-
it gets good, I think.
I read the text.
You're just gonna slap Boris.
I read the text and hold on a second. My throat is actually getting scratchy.
Oh, he's choking
I'm,
up.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Hero throws a roll of bread at Boris's head.
I guess maybe this may have been too much of a question for
So
poor Drum. Drum, is this too much of a question for you?
it's just
Are you sure
I've been meaning to kind of tell you guys, but I didn't really know a way to.
do you want to crunch the numbers real quick? Never mind.
Let him get it out. It's
Boris,
hard for him.
I'm trying to joke with him. I'm sorry. Breaking the ice
So
with you.
so basically, I wanted this curse to be gone. So I read from the book what I thought would have ended the curse, and I did it in the middle of the night when everyone was sleeping because I didn't want anyone to see what I was kind of doing. And I read the text, and I was overcome, I guess, with some darkness, and I could feel my body basically being like stretched and expanded at the same time. And it felt like my very soul was just being obliterated. And that's when I realized that that book was from Alganath, because he actually spoke to me and I recognized his voice from my dreams, who I thought was there to help me. And I kind of just fell to the ground screaming as the darkness seemed to take over my body. And it basically all the power from the tome and whatever Alganath had in it exploded from my body, sending a wave of pure eldritch energy, now that I realize it, basically encompassing the whole town, about 500-600 yards, instantly turning everything to dust. Everyone that I knew, everyone that took me in, there was nothing left. As I kind of looked around, at the end of it, my eye shot open with beams of gold light, and I was just confused at why I was spared. and kind of seemed to turn back to normalness, kind of. But that's when Lathander, I don't know if you know who that is, as he looks around the table.
Here it does.
He actually showed himself to me, and come to find out, I was just basically I was the rope between a tug of war between Lathander and Alganeth, and Lathander, although there was decimation, Lathander technically won out, and that's kind of where I came from, and that's who I was entrusted with the Solar, which is kind of like Hira's. I forget what you call Hira. What do you call your person you talk to?
You mean the one who told me it's my fault that
Yeah.
Tears
Yeah, but before that, what do you call her?
Adriel?
Yeah, but like, what is she to you?
My guide, I guess.
Oh, I thought there was a name for it.
I'm sure there is, but Hira
Oh,
doesn't know
well,
it. It's kind of her
for
spiritual guide.
yeah, it's called the Solar for the for my warlock side of the Celestial Warlock. So that's where I met him, and he was he told me kind of my backstory of my parents and kind of where I came from. And that person is the one that told me to find Hira. But to answer your question, kind of, my kill count, unfortunately, mostly of innocence, and he's gonna start kind of crying a little bit.
Oh, look what you did.
Is probably much higher than you probably, and it's not a day goes by that I don't try to make up for every one of those deaths.
My kill count of innocence is pretty low. It's only the guilty that I deal with. Sorry, John.
So now you kind of know
Oh,
why I am the way that I am, and he's gonna look straight down and not look up.
give you a good pat on the back and reassure you. An overly assertive pat on the back.
He doesn't want to make eye contact with anyone at the table.
Kira's
he knows
holding his hand tightly.
I know that he just bummed everyone out.
Okay, I'm looking around like, sorry.
So what's up with that, huh?
Oh, why did Boris ask the worst question, I guess? What's up with that? Well, I really wanted to know. He was saying that was higher
No,
than mine.
I'm glad.
What the
John is saying this. I'm glad that you actually asked,
Yeah,
so I
I'm
can
glad
actually
you got
say something
I figured you'd want
on
to get
on
it.
who I am. I'm not just an angsty.
I'm not even sure Torn can
teenage-
think of something to make fun of out of that.
Hopefully, Torn
You're
now
wrong, but
understands
hold my
a
tongue.
drama a bit better.
Well, it would
Now
be
I
mean
gotta
to make
ask a
fun of something
question.
at this point.
Yeah.
You can make a B joke about it in a couple days.
Oh,
No,
like
Oh,
Boris
would you
is
look at
asking
that?
Torn.
He saved Zuya's ass.
right?
It's my unlucky day.
Well,
Careful.
Boris is asking the hard questions, so
Yeah.
be ready. He's gonna ask about your brother.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what the brother is?
You have to say what's up with that.
No, it's a joke. It's like I don't want to go that deep. I gotta think of something.
The
Well,
deep
you
questions
gotta
let
ask the
you
hard
get to know me
questions. We
better.
gotta get to know each other.
The point is to ask the hard questions.
That's literally the point.
Not
What the brother is? So,
ask a
that
fun
brother
question
you're-
if you like.
Ask something to get to know Torn better.
Either way, you're gonna get a sarcastic answer.
So about that college of yours. We already know why you got kicked out, right?
I can't hear you.
I'm having a hard time thinking of a question that isn't something about his brother.
Just ask about his brother, though.
Yeah, let's figure out
I got-
about that. So about that brother of yours, what's up with that? Like,
I guess it really depends on what you want to know about him.
um, I guess it'd be about this crazy power stuff that you guys got going on. Your magic and getting kicked out of universities and things, and him disappearing and dying and maybe not being dead. And magical tomes.
What's up with
Things
that?
Boris. What's up with that? Things Boris would have no understanding of.
Heard a couple of different questions in that amalgamation of words.
Something your brother.
Something academy, something Simon, something
Magic. Books.
magic. Well, I can't say we have any more power than any other wizard that, well, myself specifically, I can't say much for Simon. Say I have more power than the average wizard. It's just discipline and practice. As for leaving El Torchel, I don't like to say I was kicked out. It makes me sound like a fraud.
I never meant to imply that, Torin.
Oh, it's fine. It's happened so many times by now. I'm used to it.
I think that's the words that other people have said. So
likely, but no. El Torchel removed me from my classes. I decided to borrow a bird.
It's crazy. Where's this bird from?
I decided to borrow a book from a restricted section of the academy. Knowledge is power. Power is dangerous. So,
but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I suppose
to get stronger and better.
Well, the thing is, the book was deemed dangerous by the academy and off limits. So, I was caught, promptly moved away.
Did you get to read
Did I
the
miss
book at all?
something?
Though?
Oh, I
Did you
didn't
get to read the book?
opportunity,
Oh,
unfortunately.
does the book still exist?
Likely somewhere.
A future goal, maybe.
Maybe. The entire reason of getting it's kind of missing at the moment. So.
Oh.
I think we've kind of moved past it.
Mm.
Does that about answer your question, Boris?
Yeah.
So,
music.
Once a thief, always a thief. Am I right?
I got you. Okay.
Final round.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Safely in the middle.
Hey.
Oh, Boris.
Boris with an 18. I'm afraid to hit the enter button.
Nimbus and Hera.
Oh, shit.
Nimbus and Hera
I
are
am
going to
safe.
ask Boris a question each. Get ready, Bobo.
The Bowman.
So, Boris, you're pretty obsessed with this god Merkel. What's up with that?
Well, Merkel's the god of death, and I bring death. I said.
You're like muttering.
Oh. It might be the angle of my mic. Yeah. Is that any better?
Oh yeah.
A little, but you're off. You are quiet.
Now you're
Holy
in my
shit.
soul.
Yeah, serenade me.
Pretend like you're lifting a heavy box. It's like a team 4 lift.
I'm getting right in here, guys. How's this sound? Is that any better? Is that any better?
I need new
A
boxers.
lot better.
All right. I'm glad to hear that's a lot better. Well,
Can you speak more clearly though?
no, I can't.
He's just a bear doing bear things.
My throat hurts. I'm sorry. Here, okay. We'll get more vocalization.
You don't have to get that close to the mic.
This man needs a LaCroix.
Yeah, I do need a LaCroix. Well, you see, here, Merkel is the god of death, and my job is an executioner, and I do my job for my god.
So did you become you became an executioner because of Merkel, or you started worshiping Merkel because you were an executioner?
Yes.
That clears things up.
And I feel there is a balance between life and death, and that is my purpose in life.
So did you become an executioner for Merkel, or did you start worshiping Merkel because you're an executioner?
Yes.
Here, got 0 answers out of this question. Alright,
Sounds
Nimbus.
about right.
I mean, I mean, you do one to please the other, and you.
How did this cycle start?
A circle has no beginnings, that's what he's trying to say. You're simply not understanding it.
That's bullshit. Everything is black and white for Hira.
Here, the same way
that's
you are.
the hero problem.
The same way you were chosen, I am chosen. And the same way you speak with your God, I speak with mine.
I'm sure you don't have enough. I'm not sure you have enough information to make that decision.
Well, I'm just assuming based off you being a paladin, from what I've heard of your kind.
Well, I guess you need to ask me a question in the future.
Oh, are you saying you don't talk with them? Oh man, I'm sorry that you gave that up.
God, this is getting violent.
All right, Nimbus's turn.
Hold on, I'm trying to get my bird in his cage so he stops walking at me.
Mother,
He's like-
feed me.
He's like,
Mother, please.
Thank you, Kaylee. That was a
Nimbus.
fun question.
Nimbus, ask Boris where the seed's at.
The what?
No, that's
This is
not a
important.
Nimbus like question. It's not a Nimbus question though.
Boris, you were Dyson? What's up with that?
Wait,
Sorry,
what?
that was your real question. I already did mine.
What did you say? Hello?
It's Nimbus's turn for a question.
I
Here, I was making a joke about
I know.
Depends.
I wanted to hear the joke. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was about
It was about
Typees.
Depends because we wear armor.
Yeah. No, we just pee in it.
That's what they
Keeps
used
it
to
oil.
do. They used to just pee in the armor. It took so long to get on and off.
Why don't you just use the flap, dude?
In
Sometimes
armor?
just gotta go.
You think they have a butt flap like those footy pajamas?
They do.
It's the you weren't here for the codpiece experience.
Okay.
It was a whole thing. Don't worry about
Yes,
it.
it was
Don't worry about it,
it was
Kix.
like a 10-minute thing.
Understood.
Alright. Nimbus, a question for Boris.
Right, so you've an odd obsession with killing cultists. Knowing where I've come from, you're also gonna kill me, or like, what's up with that?
Oh yeah, Nimbus. You remember the first time we met? I almost killed you. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this whole thing going on in the world where they're trying to end the world and we're trying to stop it? Yeah, it's the cultists. So
Mm.
the cults. We gotta stop the cults, and to do that, you gotta kill all the cultists, and that's why I like to. That's why I like to do that. That's why I rescued those orphans for Wub for the orphanage.
Right, yeah. That's not answering my question though.
But why do I enjoy doing it?
No.
Horse is really bad at answering these questions.
Yeah,
I'm asking, will you someday kill me, knowing that I come from cultists and am a cultist? Kind of, a little bit, maybe. Depends on who's asking.
Do you still want to do the things that the cult wanted to do? Bring about the end of the world?
See, I never wanted that. I just want to go
Oh.
home.
Oh, well, then go home.
Has he forgotten everything that's happened? All the questions that were asked last time we played this game. Has he forgotten?
How does
He's
Smith
like-
feel about learning that Nimbus was/is a cultist?
What?
Wait,
What cult?
no, I understood that Nimbus was a cultist, but I just at this point, up until now, I was pretty sure that I was just gonna be fine with Nimbus because Nimbus was playing nice with us. But if Nimbus wanted to bring about the end of the world, it was gonna be off of his head.
Yeah.
Jeebies, man. It's gonna make what he wants to do very hard. Not that he
So,
wants the end of the world.
I mean, Nimbus, you answered correctly. Just go home.
Right.
Boris just solved all
Lord.
of your problems.
Right,
It's like, just go home.
Yep,
Oh,
just pick up and go.
yeah. Yeah.
Boris calls
I'll
an
need
Uber.
that trident. I'll need a few other things as well to open up a portal so I could just hop, skip, go home. Yeah. It'd be perfect.
I mean, we're coming with.
We are?
Wait, what?
No.
Boris goes to the
Nimbus
water plane and
fucking
murders
slackjaw.
everybody.
I don't think we've had this discussion.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's the time we go to the water plane and we exterminate all the water cultists.
No.
I am
Quick,
not on board.
writing a new campaign
Wait,
arc.
when did we get asked this?
It's like, wait a minute.
When did we make this plan?
I get a random letter from Boris, and Boris is like, I beat you at killing innocents. I killed the whole water plane.
He's trying to. It's his fucked up way of trying to make a drum feel better.
Yeah.
I would do that for you, Adram.
Let's not.
Nimbus just in the background watching as you slaughter the rest of his family.
Boris is like, he looked at me weird. You're standing there with a dread helm on, and you've just murdered everyone else. Of course they're gonna
Alright,
look
I
at you
need to
weird.
make a list of all the questions I need to ask you guys in the future if I ever get the chance.
Do it. Doesn't have to
No,
be.
this should be in the moment thing. You shouldn't. You should just have to remember them as it comes.
I mean, if she's got trash memory, though, let her write it down.
I
Well, then
literally
you have trash memory.
In reality, you can do
I have
whatever
the memory
you
of a
want.
goldfish. I don't remember what I ate for dinner today.
Understandable.
I literally
So,
only remember.
I think
what
I
I've
remember
looked-
what I just ate like 2 hours ago.
Everybody else goes, I don't remember either.
I
thanks.
can only
I
really,
only remember what I ate
I
for
can-
dinner because it was really bad. And I feel bad about it.
Thanks for
I
the
can only
eggs, Smith.
remember my workouts and.
So that was a
and
fun
these-
game, Smith, don't you think?
Who are you people?
You probably better not knowing.
All I want to know is when is your book coming out?
Collective
Which
book
one?
As
or
soon
like
as you write it, Smith.
personal books?
Do I have your
That name that's in
permission?
your ledger. You're gonna want to keep that. It's like an autograph.
There's actually been a couple books written about me
That
already.
that puts
Oh,
a thought in his that puts a thought in his head.
Book.
and he's gonna quickly run and grab a sheet of paper and slide it over to Nimbus with a pen.
Oh wow.
What's
Nimbus
your
obviously
address,
gives a little
homeboy?
wink. He gives
What
a little
does he want
wink
you to
and
write
puts his
down?
pen.
Write your dimensions down. Ooh woo.
He's a dimension.
He's gonna side eye and like, oh, I already know that. I want an autograph.
Ooh, ooh.
I want to be in your water plane.
Oh god. Nimbus writes down his little autograph,
feel like
all
Nimbus
elegant
is-
and curly and shit.
I was about to say, I feel like
With
Nimbus has a
hearts
really
over
good,
the eye
really good autograph.
instead of a dot.
Oh, of course, of course.
I need to get this framed.
You need to make this autograph and post it for us.
Great.
He takes his cologne out and sprays it.
I'll write it. I'll write his handwriting one of these days.
He licks his
Please.
lips and kisses it. So it's just this water stain of his lips.
Put some
One single
put some lips together.
teardrop as a period.
I feel like Boris's handwriting is horrific.
I
feel
feel
like
like it
Boris-
would be
No,
just.
he
Boris-
probably has the best handwriting out of all of us.
No, Boris's handwriting is like pictographs. It looks like cave paintings.
No,
He's
it's
just
like
so angry. He does it with a dagger.
Boris's
his own
handwriting
blood.
is actually like super ornate.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty
This is-
neat.
It's his OCD
Boris
artistry.
has perfect calligraphy.
Well, this was fun. What did you call this game?
What's up with that?
Well, what's up with that?
Hey, Smith.
I don't know.
Hey, Smith. In the room during the night, it sounded like there was some heavy pounding against my wall. What's up with that? Do you have a giant rat or something in the wall?
I don't know. Probably ask one of your neighbors, because I sleep down here.
Hmm.
Who was next to us?
Ooh.
Smith was next to
He's
us.
gonna go over and check the ledger, and it's like,
Was it Torn and Boris?
No.
I guess remind me not to put.
Anyways, we should probably get going.
He's gonna look a little sad and glance over at Nimbus, like, are you guys coming back?
If we don't die.
Oh, please don't do that.
We
I'm
better
sure you'll
come
be the
back.
Hira,
first to
Hira,
know.
Hira smiles and laughs like she's joking, except she's absolutely serious.
We better come back.
You'll be
or
the
else-
first to know when Nimbus comes back.
If we're not back, it means the world's ending. Kiss your ass goodbye.
He's gonna look
Or we
very
just
concerned.
forgot.
Boris doesn't know how to have a sense of humor. Don't mind him.
He's totally joking.
Does Boris have his helmet on?
No.
Nimbus is just like
Oh,
in
okay.
the
Eating
background,
breakfast.
just like running a hand over his face, just like this is why I usually do the talking. They don't know how to talk to me, but it's okay. It's okay.
You are quite good at it. Soothing, if you will.
Oh,
Anyway, I guess this is goodbye. Breakfast is on me. But do come back. It was fun.
We'll try. And Drum's gonna attempt the most innocent looking smile, but it just looks like he's fighting himself to do it. Like it doesn't look like a smile.
It's a grimace.
Like he's grimacing.
Yeah. So Smith wouldn't know if it was actually a smile or indigestion.
Oh, honey, you.
Boris,
I've
got Boris-
nausea, heartburn, indigestion,
Boris,
stomach,
diarrhea. Boris leans down real low and shakes Smith's hand and palms him some gold. He gives him 5 gold and says, "Sorry to scare you, little guy. It
Oh,
was a nice inn. Thank you."
he's gonna look over all of you and say, it's honestly, even with the fright, it's been a pleasure. Please.
I'm sure Nimbus made sure it was.
That was the icing on the cake. But a lot of you
And-
are quite interesting. Some more than others, and he's gonna.
Adram, don't do it.
And I was serious. There is a publication here in town. If any of you are interested in writing a story,
I think we could think about that once we've taken care of a few things first.
well,
Adram's gonna actually take him up on that and drop off his notes of the adventures
He's been
that
taking
we have.
notes.
Yeah, he's What do you think he does when he broods in the corner all day, other than taking pictures?
Oh, I thought he's just
Writes
like,
bad poetry.
yeah.
I
No.
thought he was
Yeah,
back there
poetry.
drawing. I thought he was back there drawing pictures of feet or something. I don't know.
No.
his entire Instagram is just a daily play-by-play of everything that happens.
No.
You gotta read through the comments in order to get it.
No, it's not like in depth where we go in, it goes into everything, but it's kind of retelling what we've done, mostly just for if we die, that other people know, so they can kind of
Be like, oh,
take
what
our
happened to
place.
those guys? Oh, they died.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna live
actually
forever. I don't know what's gonna happen to you guys.
I'm gonna drop that off to the publisher and say, don't publish this yet. The story is yet to end.
So he does give you directions, and it's on the way back out of town, from the tavern to where you dropped off your griffins or hippogriffs. And by this point of the day, it's about noon. The game and conversations kind of, lingered for a little while, and starting back off, the sun is high above, and as you kind of take off into upper altitudes, the sun kind of warms up the air around you. It's still pretty frigid and cold, but once again, you are off. And a little bit after noon, you finally make your way over the bog, and flying and kind of floating or hovering on your hippogriffs, you look down below you, and there's a thick cloud of steam. So much so that you're not really able to see much other than the tops of some still green but very mossy looking trees. And as you kind of descend towards the outside of this kind of cloud of steam, you're assaulted with a very pungent smell of decomposition, plant rot, and so forth. Landing on the ground, you immediately hear the smat or the smush of the soft ground beneath the hippogriff's feet, and dismounting.
I'm gonna tell Murderface to get airborne and do some laps.
Okay. So taking cue, the hippogriffs are gonna fly off with and start circling above with Murderface, and leaving the seven of you kind of ankle deep in this marshy ground.
We're
Looking
kind of
in-
on the outside of the bog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not on the center.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
to be a little bit more specific, you're about maybe about 60 yards away from the bridge detailed on the map. You're able to see its faint outline off to the kind of northwest of where you guys are standing, and a little to the northeast, you're able to see kind of a broken trail begin to start into the bog. And if you guys want to make perception checks, you can go for it.
I'd love to give it a try. Oh,
Damn.
I'd love to go as well.
would you look at that?
What's with my crappy rolls?
It happens, friend.
Yeah, nothing but bad rolls.
You're fine. You're good.
Unless you're
We're good.
playing the game.
So
We're all good here.
Zulia, this area, from your experience of being, or in, from your knowledge of this area, from your druidic circle, this place gives you kind of a weird vibe, you know, a very unsettling vibe, and you're unable to kind of focus in on the sounds and details of the surroundings, just because, you know, basically the back of your mind is reminding you that this is a place that not a lot of people go, and if they do, they stick to the bridge. Hira and Adram, this area is kind of, or new-ish to you. You did kind of have to, this being the only good road into the Dasarian Valley, and Boris as well, from the northern areas of the continent, you would have had to cross this bridge to get into the this area at the start of the campaign. But for the two of you, seeing it's been so long ago, you know, it's not as familiar. But Boris and Torin, you guys, when you kind of look in and peer in, you're able to see some shadowy figures of what looks to be some animals moving throughout the bog and throughout the steam arising from the area. And you do notice that this area is not covered by snow at all, and the ground is actually relatively warm beneath your feet. And
Rot of death.
the rot that you smell is once again more plant decomposition. You know, there's, you know, moist. It's almost like a composting area. Smell, at least.
Does it sound like there's any animals around?
Yes,
Like
there.
frogs? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually, you do hear the chirping and croaking of various different species of frogs calling back and forth to each other throughout the bog. And from your perspective, Torin and Boris, you know, when you were up above, the bog seemed to be just a small area, you know, across in the middle of these two rolling hills, you know, in the middle of this valley. But now standing at the area or in front of it, it's given the perception of it being much larger. And to answer your question, Ed, no. Channel points is
okay.
not much.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And so I would say you guys are standing about here in this square, in this hex where Hira is.
Hot. I'm gonna grab my my trident and wield it.
Okay.
Boris, yeah. See all them animals in the bog?
You mean the
Oh,
trident that cursed you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does he still have like barnacles and stuff? Or is it only when you're wielding it?
I mean, Hira did she
Shaves it off
decursed
every
him,
day.
but I mean, if he keeps
Oh.
picking it up, it'll probably come back.
But anyway, so kind of leaning in. Yeah, if you guys hit Alt and click, yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That way you don't have to
That's
pile up on each other. But
Yeah.
Hmm?
I think we should head in. Looks awful inviting.
That's gonna make
Now,
a drum
what
chuckle.
did what's his face exactly tell us about the bog? That there was more cultist happenings here, or what? Matrier, what exactly did he say?
I remember right? He just said that there was cultish activity.
Okay.
He got a magical ping from this place.
Okay. I just wanted to go over what exactly he said.
And a magical D-pick sent to him.
But if we're looking for any kind of activity, then we'd be best off looking for it inside the bog. Maybe check the bridge first.
okay. So kind of
Any thoughts?
I could summon Lifestar to provide some aerial reconnaissance as we're checking stuff out on foot.
If the steam doesn't do too much to him,
He'll be fine.
go for it.
Oh god, he's huge. He's gonna kill us all.
Well, that'd be one way to get some aerial view of it.
My name is Lifestar.
Lifestar hungry.
You will bow down before me.
I'm here to eat froggies.
You've
barely
brought
see
summon
him.
Dragon Balls.
I have over 9,000 power.
Oh no, it's over 9,000.
I'm gonna make a children's book, a drama and Lifestar.
I guess while we're just trying to look around, I'd head over to the bridge, take a look.
so
If there's any odd activity.
looking in or standing over the bridge and kind of walking over it, you see that it's about 50 yards in length, and the water runs underneath it, and it's very black and brackish, with that same kind of smell that rises up above it, rises from it. The steam kind of rolls over it, over the bridge, kind of blocking the full view of it, but you can still gather, it's a pretty decent size. And kind of walking over to the middle and standing in, you peer in, and there's it looks like a simple marshland. Puddles of water vary in various places. The figures of animals kind of moving through the steam, kind of dot or sprinkled throughout the entire or through the area from what you can see, about maybe 30 yards away, before it gets too thick to see through it.
Should we keep moving forward, or
Not horrible
Okay.
fog, but yeah, I would say let's keep moving forward.
I don't think we're really gonna find what we're seeking by just staying on the road.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
not. They're not gonna be doing their culty things on the road. It'd be deeper than the bug, I think.
when we were like aerial, could we see anything down here? Was it all foggy?
From that perspective, it was very foggy.
What about like 25, 30 feet up?
Like I said, you could see the tops of the trees that are growing in this area, and you could see the tops of them were still damp, basically, and mossy.
All right, well, I guess we should just kind of push forward into the bog. We're not going to get anything from the sky.
Yeah.
So which way do you go down? Do you follow to the end of the bridge or to the end of the bridge and go down, or do you just go back the way you came and go around?
I think you're going back. Where
Yeah,
we came.
because it seems like there's more coast down south.
Okay, towards the south.
30. It's only 30 feet. Never mind. I was going to detect magic to see if we could get any trace amounts of something.
Do you want to spend the 10 minutes to cast that as a ritual, or do you want to just
Yeah, I could do that, but it's only 30 feet, so it's not really going to do us much good per se.
So even as if you're like, even while you're standing kind of at the edge of this bog, there is a very powerful magical presence that seems to be pouring out of the bog in almost like a magical geyser that's just flooding the entire area. Towards where you are standing, it is faint, but the closer and closer you move towards the source of the steam or into the bog, it gets thicker and more prominent.
All right, so I will use that as kind of like a
Game of hot and
divining
cold.
rod to kind of guide us towards where the magic gets stronger. And I'll kind of obviously let everyone know, like, I'm getting faint traces of magical properties here, and it gets stronger as we move. So I think that might be our best bet.
So, as you get close or get past the tree line, it becomes rough terrain. Your boots are sinking almost all the way up to the top, to the middle of your shins, into the mud. It's like trudging through sludge, basically. The odor is quite foul. And every so often there is kind of a noise off to the distance, whether it be a chirping frog or a rustling of a tree above you. And every so often, with how thick this area is, some of you may kind of get like stuck in the mud and kind of lose your balance, but then, you're able to easily get yourself out and kind of keep moving forward, but at a very slow pace. Do you guys want to make a perception check and let me know what your character specifically is kind of looking for?
Sweetly.
I guess Torin would be looking for things sticking out of the marsh.
I'm looking for any worn down patches of any, like,
I was
if the
thinking
Here,
the same.
cultists.
here's looking for any sign of cult activity or just like any kind of activity at all.
I guess I'd be looking for any worn patches and broken branches.
Yes, obvious signs that other people have walked through here.
Okay.
People are even animal paths, you know.
So
Something
Nimbus, Boris, Adram,
That's a lot of nines.
I know, and
man,
Torin.
that sucks.
You do make your glances about and kind of look through, but you kind of lose track of what you're looking for as your feet kind of get stuck into the mud, and have to kind of catch yourself on either a party member in front of you or a tree to the side, or even falling forward and getting a little bit dirty. Hira, you're not seeing anything specific as cult activity, but you are seeing some broken branches and some tracks, mainly seemingly animal. But Zulia, you do notice a little bit more. There's several broken trees and felled trees, as well as some broken limbs and numerous tracks, I should say. There's what looks to like, if you want to give me a survival check, I can give you a little bit more information on what they are.
Oh, fuck me.
I'll still use part of your perception because that's still decent. But
Yeah.
so you're able to kind of not immediately recognize them, but they do look like what some snakes, different woodland creatures kind of moving through the area. One even looks to be more like similar to a marshland crocodile, kind of sliding through the area, closer into the water. And as you guys travel for about 30 minutes, you do find yourself, throughout the area, there's kind of scattered ponds of where water has kind of collected into these areas. And you find you do find one large pool that seems to thin out into a river that leads, you assume, back to the bridge that goes underneath. And in this area, it's very, at this particular point, there's where this large brackish water or is pooling. You do kind of see that there's a little bit of some animal life kind of jumping around, some frogs on lily pads, maybe even that alligator or that crocodile kind of poking its head up out of the water and quickly disappearing again. And just to give you a little bit more idea, the river is kind of moving towards and flowing towards the west, and the pool of water seems to open up and widen the more east it goes. And the path you're traveling on is kind of like northeast at this point.
So we're going northeast and it's getting bigger, but it's going west and getting smaller and flowing that way.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. Interesting. Lots of animal activity, but I'm not seeing anything else.
At this point, I obviously we're past 30 feet, so should I do another tech magic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
just do it. As everyone's kind of looking around, I'll start casting it again as a ritual.
Okay. At this point where you're standing, there is a still the aura is much thicker in this point at this point of the bog. And
Is there a direction that we can head?
at where you're standing, it seems to be more of a junction. You have a strong flow coming from the west and a strong flow coming from the east.
All centering on where we're at.
Yes.
So I'm going to mention that to Torin. And is there any, does it seem like there's maybe one of those magic ball things in the bog? Like underneath our feet, basically?
You are not getting a ping off of any kind of orb.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'll mention to Torin that it seems like everything's kind of flowing into the bog.
So we follow it.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's find the source.
So the bog is magic?
No, the fog. No, well, not even. It just seems like there's
Everything is magic.
magic. Well, it seems like there's magic trails, if you will.
There's
And
magic
there's
in
two
the air.
strong trails that are coming from both the east and the west. And it's kind of centered on where we're at. So if it,
Drum takes a big sniff. He goes, "Smells like magic."
magic's in the air.
That's a rotting leaf.
Iocane powder. I
A
bet my life
magical
on it.
rotting leaf.
So basically we can go west or east, and I'm assuming there's either going to be cultists there or there's going to be another one of those magic balls that are making this fog and providing this magic.
Well, we kind of were west, so we might as well keep going east.
What do you think, Torin? You're the expert on those magic
Oh.
balls.
Well, the fog doesn't seem to be too destructive, it's just annoying. So I'm not sure we're even dealing with an orb of destruction.
It may be just fog, but it's definitely obscuring. So there can definitely be something happening that this fog is covering.
Maybe. But regardless of what may or may not be going on here, we just kind of, I think we should head further in east.
So we keep moving.
So we keep moving.
As
Other
you
than
guys are
backtracking.
as you guys are having this kind of conversation and debating of the area and begin making your first steps forward, there's almost like a series of snapping twigs around you,
Oh fuck!
and
Where's
you
gonna pull out a weapon?
feel your feet sink almost immediately a few or several inches down below you, and I'm gonna need everyone to make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Everybody should get a +5 to their save if they're close enough to me.
Everyone's close
Well,
enough.
we're all together.
Yeah, that's what I
I
figured.
say a +5 plus whatever the fuck my thing.
I'm confused.
So whatever
yeah.
you get, add
Disadvantage,
5 to
Screwed.
it.
roll a disadvantage and then and then just add 5 to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roll at disadvantage and then add 5.
I got a 10. Lucky me.
Okay.
So
that
it's
would be a-
dexterity, right?
Yes,
Dexterity save.
dexterity save.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, and we all get a +5 to whatever our save is.
Right.
Drum, you need to
Cool.
roll to disadvantage.
Wait, what? I did roll a disadvantage.
No, a drum.
I did.
He did.
Oh, I only see one thing there.
It's
Yeah.
2d20.
Okay.
I rolled a 4 and a 17.
Oh, okay.
Huh, that's an interesting thing. I've never seen that before.
I don't
Yeah,
know if I did this
some
right.
work it out like that. I don't
I don't
understand.
think I
It's
did that one
it's
right.
it's from D&D Beyond.
No. I mean, you could do like the
Here.
plus the 4 plus the 15, so that's
Here, I can help you out.
19. It's 19,
That way from now
not
on,
20.
but that's doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen other players get that roll like Adram did, but I don't know.
The way that
Wait,
it's
how-
spelt out is that it kills. It like gets rid of the higher number.
Yeah.
It's a formula.
Cool.
How'd you
And
get
it-
a plus 15?
His dexterity saving throw is a plus 10 already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now.
Plus that's why I asked, and I I asked multiple times.
I understand, but I'm
That's
not
right.
used to people adding it like that. That's why I was curious.
Oh, I figured that that'd be easier than
You're right.
like
It
plus 10
works.
plus 5.
It works. I just wanted to make
My-
sure I was on the right page.
My dexterity save is already what it is, by the way.
So we have.
Question: is this a trap?
It is not.
My plus 5 is built in, so you don't have to add 5 to mine. I genuinely got an 11, so I'm fucked.
So
That's one more than me, so yeah.
let's see. So Nimbus and Torin, just kind of where you guys are standing in the makeup of your party, you're able to reach up and grab kind of an overhanging vine that's dangling down and pull against this kind of the suction at your feet. However, Boris and Adram and Zulia and
Hero.
let's see. The save is. I'll say, Hira, you're able to pull your feet up.
No,
kind of strength.
I'm genuinely an 11. The plus 5 is built in for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then, yeah.
Everyone
rest of-
else.
Right. So as you guys begin to sink, you quickly sink down below or to right above your waist into this mud, and you immediately feel almost like roots kind of wrapping around your feet and slowly making their way up your legs and wrapping around your waist. Nimbus and Torin, as you've kind of pulled yourself out of, for the moment, pulled yourself out of the sinking. Sorry, bad with words at this point. You see off into the distance a figure move across the water of the bog and then just sink down underneath.
Bog monster.
Hmm.
Murder the fuck out of whatever this is.
Nimbus, do you see that?
It seems as though we've been watched for quite some time.
I'm gonna look down the hole and see how the unfortunates are doing.
So, looking straight down underneath you, you see the hole where your feet left is completely open. And you actually see about 45 feet down below. And what you would expect to see a, marshy, soupy ground and vines, you actually see stone. And at this point, I need the the 4 failures to make another dexterity save.
Just
Wait.
normal.
Just normal.
Disadvantage again. I'm sorry.
Again, mine is genuinely a 10. I am just genuinely
Oh
that
my
far.
gosh. 9. Is
Okay,
it +5 or +4?
both 5.
+5.
Okay, 9.
All right, so I got a 20.
Mine's
9,
11. Boris saved.
11. You watching Torin and Nimbus kind of be able to hold themselves up and pull themselves out of this, you get the same kind of idea. But instead you take out Gorthurst and wrench it into the ground and use it as kind of a counterweight to pull yourself back up. Zuya and Hira, you sink down to just over your chest. And at this point, you do still feel the viney tendrils continue to wrap up your body, but now your feet feel almost as if they're dangling. And a drum sinks right through.
I was trying to earlier bring out my wings. Was it too late by then?
Does the protector Asimar have?
Yep,
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know about. I found this out recently. I could have used this earlier.
we're both protectors.
So you can, if you would like to, seeing as you're not, or at this point,
I
seeing
was trying to do that earlier, but I think at this point, if I'm over chest deep, it'll be too late. I might as well just not.
right.
I was trying to do that before I got that far, though.
And so we'll remember that for next time. But a drum, as you are sucked through, you
Don't stop.
begin falling. And you continue to fall until you land kind of roughly on let's see, that's going to be 7 points of fall damage for you. As you kind of land on your back, being pulled very forcefully down into this area. And were you about to say something?
I don't know if you want to retcon it or not, but here could have leadershiped us for some temp hit points before.
She did.
I already did.
She did.
Oh.
You have 15.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
You must have walked away at that time.
Yeah, maybe. Disregard.
But yeah, you almost as if like these vines that have wrapped themselves around you are pulling you at a rapid pace towards the ground, and you land on the stone beneath. But you are now being restrained to the cold stone underneath.
Like actually restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Roger.
What is the rest of you doing? We have 2 that have kind of, or 3 that have
Well, I'm
essentially
assuming
kind of.
if I'm chest deep, there's not much I can do. But
I
I'm doing what I can to get out. I
I
guess.
fell 70 feet.
No, it's
No,
only
how
about
far?
35.
Okay.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet of fall.
Can they hear me if I yelled out to them?
Yeah. You can actually, as you're laying on your back, you can look up and see or above where you fell from.
See
see
Zuya and
here-
Hira's feet.
Yeah, dangling. So this is kind of like that vine thing from Harry Potter.
Fuck you.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But yes.
Why did you say? Why'd
Just
you say
stop
that, buddy?
struggling.
I'll
Fire!
I'll
Fire!
take a look at
Okay.
Nimbus next to me, look down and jump. But while I'm falling, I'd like to get kind of close to everyone, like equidistant from Nimbus and those trapped in this pit, and as a reaction, cast Featherfall.
Okay.
Can I firebolt the vine that's on me? Or am I too wrapped up?
Is there a somatic component to Firebolt, or is it literally just pew pew?
Nope, VS. So there is.
Somatic.
So if there isn't somatic, I can cast it.
Right, because somatic kind of means you have to make some sort of gesture.
Okay, how about
Or does... I have this somewhere. Let's see. Restrain creature speed to 0. Do not attack rolls against the creature of advantage.
How close am I to Hira?
You can make an attack roll
touch
at
her?
severe disadvantage. Yes, you can, Zuya, and so Adram, you can make a attack roll at disadvantage. Zuya, yes, you can touch her, and Torin, yes, your Featherfall does go off.
Catch everyone.
Yes.
okay, so I'm gonna cast firebolt. Actually, I could do a word of radiance, which is just verbal and material. And that's a
So
let me just link it.
What are you trying to do, Zuya?
I was gonna try something, but I think we're gonna let ourselves fall, so it seemed to not need to be done anyways. I was gonna use resistance.
Okay.
But I was gonna
Hira's
use that on.
resisting in a very physical way.
Do you know what resistance is, right? My
I was
cantrip.
making a joke.
I know, but do you know what resistance is?
Yes, I know. I know what
okay,
resistance is.
okay, because if we are going to let ourselves fall, then I'm not gonna cast it because that'd be silly.
You're silly.
Yeah, so are you.
My butt's silly.
But I love you anyways.
Don't we have those rings that let us all communicate? Did Torn hand those out?
I didn't.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Oh fuck.
Was that something
Yeah,
from
but
a
you and I are
dragon?
next to each other, so and I'm assuming we're gonna
Well, Hira's
start seeing.
panicking.
So, and just to add to Hira's panicking, you see at the same time that you feel heat radiate from beneath you and at your or kind of reach your feet, you watch Torin let go of the vine that he was holding and then just slip right through. And yes, Adram, that would be enough to...
Wait, how did he go through if me and Zuya still haven't gone through?
Because he dove through, basically. You're still resisting.
Oh. Hira's gonna kind of stop resisting for a moment when she sees that and kind of go, kind of and be like, what?
The moment you kind of narrow yourself in and let go or stop forcing yourself against it, you fall right through. And you fall at a very slow pace, and you realize that there's a kind of feather falling beside you, and you kind of glance over at Torin, who's kind of wiggling his fingers to casting a spell.
I stop struggling because obviously that is what we're all doing.
And then there's Nimbus and Boris going, oh, my friends!
Nah, Nimbus is definitely just like watching them like dorks.
I'm so confused. That's why they just.
Isn't there still a bog monster up there with you, Nimbus?
Force is like, these vines have no heads. Which do I cut
Bog
off?
somewhere. Can
But
Nim
you-
just like point to Boris and be like, "We're going down in the holes," and then just like let go of the vine.
But I want to murder the bog monster. All
Yeah.
right, I guess.
There'll be more down there. It's
We're all
stone down there. Someone had to have made it.
Okay, I guess. I don't
So-
like this idea at all.
letting yourself go, you kind of float down and land on your feet on a stone floor. And for the moment, there's no vines trying to wrap the lot of you that have made your way down into this chamber. But as you kind of look around, there, instead of walls, you see an amalgamation of twisted and gnarled roots kind of stretching for quite some time, dividing this into various different chambers. And the only thing solid is the floor of which you stand.
Am I free of the vines now?
Yes.
Hmm.
For now.
Weird.
Did Boris and Nimbus make it down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I don't like this at all.
While I'm saying
Um,
that, I'm gonna cast Major Armor on myself.
How bright is it down here? Do I need to cast some light?
If you have any kind of dark vision or anything like that, it is dim for you. But otherwise, the only
So-
light is the foggy light that's coming from above.
Believe I still have light on Torin's gloves and on Boris's sword or whatever it was. Technically lasts until I no longer, but I can recast it.
Really? Wow. I didn't realize that would last that long. Cool.
Just says the spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it as an duration 1 hour. Never mind, but I'll cast it again. So I'm gonna say Boris, let me see her. Gore howl,
Gorthos,
is that what it is?
Make Gorthos glow.
Yeah. Give you the red.
Make him glow thirst. Ooh.
Torin, did you want me to put these on your gloves again? Or
Sure.
all right, so I do that. So we got some light.
I guess that answers my would it be a bad idea if I lit a torch?
The problem with torch lighting is you have to hold the torch.
That is true.
So now
It's also
We
a
have-
problem when the vine seems sentient.
well, they definitely didn't respond well to my fire.
That's what I was
Well,
worried about.
And I'll kind of
I'd like
point to the
to-
ground at the burnt ash.
I'd like to turn to Zuya and ask, do you know anything about sentient bog vines by any chance?
No. Can't say that this is something I've come across yet.
I think we're getting back up.
Does it look like there's a path anywhere?
As you kind of glance through, and the area is becoming more and more illuminated, yeah, there does look like there's a opening kind of off to the so if you kind of know or reorient yourself as you're standing in this room, the chamber moves west or east, sorry. It moves east. And towards the southern part of the wall, there is a small opening in the vines that's kind of like a gnarled archway. And through it is a small glimmer of bluish green light.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Well, we should move, but maybe be a little cautious.
Yeah.
Maybe keep some of our platewares.
Take baby
Kinda-
steps.
Yeah, kind of to the side.
Shall I shift first and take the lead, or shall we
How
leave
long
the
can you?
players?
How long can you stay in that form?
It's. I think it has something to do with my my experience. Five hours.
Okay. We won't really be able to communicate with you though.
You can communicate to me. I just can't communicate to you. But big hulking bear or plate wearers. It's up to the plate wearers.
I don't mind taking the lead, but okay.
Wait, what's the question?
We're about to head
I
down
forgot who
this
takes point.
deep,
Oh, I'll go
dark,
first.
mysterious thing. Whether it's smart to do it more stealthily with having a bear lead, and the plate wearers kind of taking a little bit back, or if
I'll go first.
okay,
You
noisy
know
people
you
it is.
say that.
Right, let's go.
God damn it. Stop. Stop being a
Whatever you say, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Roll20 is being a fucking twat to me. It's also my mouse being fucking annoying.
Before we start any shit, I do have to go to sleep very, very, very soon.
Well, I was figuring on that. Let's see. Who are we missing?
You're missing a drum.
No, it was on, I'm looking at a different page.
Oh, we're getting a map.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're getting a map.
So, just to kind of describe the area, you said Hero was taking point with Boris and Zulia behind.
Is that what we want to do? Should I shift now or wait?
You can
If it's a
shift
free action for you, I'd wait
It's a
until we see
bonus
what's
action.
happening.
Yeah, it's a
I would
bonus
wait.
action.
I'd wait until we see what's happening then.
Yeah.
Especially because do you get your dark vision or low light vision or whatever in bear form?
No.
Yeah, so don't shift. Because of your class, you can shift on a bonus action, which is just amazing.
What? Bears can see the dark. Jeez.
Okay.
And here, remember, if you're gonna do the Radiant Soul, you can fly, so you don't have to necessarily be in the lead to be able to wreak havoc.
Well, it only lasts a minute, and I can only use it like once a day, so I'm gonna see what the hell's going on first.
Yeah,
before
I
do
just mean
anything.
like if someone else led and then it started the initiative, you could pop it on your turn and fly right in.
So, let me describe what you see. As you kind of walk into this archway, the illumination of this room gets a little bit brighter, and you see the source of it. The chamber kind of slowly descends and slopes down till now, like you were at a like 30, 45 feet below the surface. Now, as it continues to slope and you stand about 60 feet away from the source of this light, you are now standing probably about 100 feet down. It's a very long and shallow slope. The roots, as you walk through, begin to kind of move and twist around, and some, slowly kind of reach out towards some of the party and then recoil kind of at a very slow pace. And the source of this kind of eerie greenish blue glow is a tall 75-foot tree with the leaves kind of glowing in this kind of weird hue. And even though down here you feel no wind against your skin, you see the leaves and the branches on this tree kind of sway back and forth, and the roots down at the bottom extend out all the way to the walls and seemingly actually create these vines that have, made the walls of this chamber.
Interesting.
And I will show you
What a
kind of
cool
what
tree.
this looks like.
I made a ducky.
Let's see. Can I get just a handout?
I'll give you a hand, DJ.
It doesn't look like I can get an actual handout, so I apologize for that. But this is where we will call the session for the evening. Standing in front of this tree.
That was a good
Big
one.
magic tree?
Big
I don't see the
magic
tree.
scary tree.
Oh, you mean just described?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I see it in my mind's eye.
Cool.
Very nice.
Big
That was a lot of
glowy
fun.
trees?
Thank you guys.
Is it friendly? We shall see.
Hopefully we'll have Wubba here next time, because a bog
He
with a
can
bunch of
talk to it.
trees might be advantageous to have
A
a
ranger.
goblin ranger.
Would be helpful to have a ranger.
Especially because Wubba could like crawl up on the ceiling and rain arrows down.
I was about to say. He only did that once, but it was really cool.
Just
Spider climb,
Yeah, I think I'm the one that gave it to him.
possibly. All right, good sesh.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody for coming out and, playing with me and watching the
fun.
session and all the above.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
And
Love you guys.
You need to
Have a
put
good
up some
night.
Love
posters
you.
behind you, Keegith.
rather than just the blank wall,
Yes.
I like the blank
Get some
wall.
get an airbrush and do like some really cool background.
You have to put
Yeah, money.
you have to put Macaulay streaming back there.
That's what I was planning on doing. But this is a place that we rent, and on top of that, this isn't drywall. It's straight up concrete.
Oh,
You can
Oh.
paint over it. You're good.
So it's kind of like,
Then
if
get a sign.
I
You can
thought it
hang a
was
sign,
drywall.
like a neon
That's-
sign.
that's true. I could hang it down from the
Yeah.
rafters above.
Yeah.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good
guys.
night.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
good night. Good night.